Think you're in control of your habits? Think again. Your environment influences what you eat, how much you move, how well you sleep, and even what you think. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your environment for success. There are several different environments we want to look at when setting up your environment for health. But the first one is going to be the home, because that is where we spend the most time. And the first part of the home is going to be the hub of the home, which is the kitchen. Now, when I go into my parents' kitchen, they have a lovely island in the middle, and on that island, every time I go there, they have crisps, they have peanuts, and they have olives. So every time I go to my parents' house, I eat more crisps, peanuts and olives just because they're around. So this is one of the first things you want to look at in your home, is what is on your work surfaces and what is the easiest thing for you to grab. Do you have biscuits hanging around? Do you have crisps hanging around? Do you have snacky things like crackers, or just things that are a bit more processed that are easier to wolf down and increase your calories? So this is going to be number one you want to look at. Number two is have a look in your cupboards. What's in there? Are they snacky things that are very easy to consume? When you open your fridge, do you have snacky bits again? So for example, now when we open the fridge, we have a cooked chicken, we'll have some boiled eggs, we might have some already cut up pieces of fruits in bags. There's just easier things for us to grab, or we're just gonna have leftover food from the dinner before. We always try and make a little bit more in our dinner the previous night, so then I have something to eat at lunch, so then I'm not worried about what I'm gonna eat. So they're gonna be the big ones, those three. The next one is a little bit weirder. So this is how big are your utensils or cups or bowls or plates. So my wife and I, after each meal, or not after each meal, that'd be crazy, but after dinner we will sit down and we'll have a bowl of protein yogurt with granola and chocolate chips in it. So we eat this out of a very small bowl, and we use teaspoons. It's the weirdest thing, but we use teaspoons, and it just allows us to savor it a little bit longer, so it lasts a little bit longer. But what we have done previously, when these small bowls have been in the dishwasher, we've had to use bigger bowls, and we've actually filled the yogurt, granola, chocolate chips to the same level we would fill the small bowls, so it's pretty much double the portion. So we only realized this when we actually sat on the sofa and we started eating, and we're like, we filled this the same height we'd fill the small bowls, so it's probably double the calories. So beware of that. But it's just a good little hack if you're using small utensils or small bowls to minimize your portion size. Now moving to the office, many of us work from home, I know I do. There are certain things that you can do to your office to set yourself up for success. So the first one is having a standing desk. This has been massive for me. I used to have a standing desk in our old apartment, just purely standing desk, no seat. I had a stool that I could lean on, but it was purely standing desk. Now I have an adjustable desk, so I can go from sitting in this chair to standing. So throughout the day, I'll just be up and down, up and down. This just keeps me a little bit more awake. But I know clients have walking pads, so those small little treadmills they have under the desk, and I'm on a few mentorships. So when I see people in Zoom calls and they're just walking along, I do get very jealous, so I may look into one of those in the future, but I have a very energetic dog, so he gets me out a few times a day anyway. Next one is things like pull-up bars. So get a pull-up bar between the thresholds in your doorways. I'm looking to get one just set up outside, just banging out a few pull-ups every time you go to the toilet, or when you go downstairs to go get a drink or something like that. During lockdown, I used to have a kettlebell that I would sit by my desk. So when I go to the toilet, I'd bang out 10, 20 kettlebell swings just to get a little bit more movement in throughout the day as well. Okay, moving upstairs to the bedroom. So this is a very important environment. In the bedroom, really all you want to be doing in there is sleeping, and my mum watches these, so you know what the second one is. So when we're sleeping, I like to say you want to sleep like a bat. So like imagine your bedroom as a bat cave. So it wants to be pitch black, so using things like blackout blinds or eye masks. It wants to be noise free. So this could be something like a fan to produce like white noise, or just try and minimize as much noise as possible, unless you're a parent and you need to listen if your kid has wet the bed or whatever else kids do. I'm not a parent yet, hopefully soon. And number three, make sure it is cool. So you want to be sleeping around 19 degrees Celsius as an optimal temperature. So you can use things like a chili pad. This just goes under your sheets and this keeps you cool. Or again, you could use a fan in the summer months to cool you down. These are the main three things for sleep in the bedroom. The next is use lamps instead of the bright light. So when you are going to sleep, put lamps on. This is a bit easier. This won't suppress as much melatonin. So this is the hormone that puts us to sleep. Or use things like blue light blocking glasses, and try not to have TV in the bed or watch it too much, because it is very stimulating to the brain. And again, the blue light will keep you awake. Now this one isn't specific to the home, but it will be done in the home, and this is social media. So what you consume. So when you do put that phone to your face, you are in a different environment and it can change your state. So audit who you follow and pay attention to how these people make you feel. So I know for me, some people that trigger me, or there's a lot of negative things on social media, or there's just a lot of misinformation, it really annoys me and there's nothing I can do about it. So I either delete those people or I'll mute those people, just so I'm not taking it in. And then pay attention to how these people make you feel. So I know when things like dog pages come up on my phone, it makes me happy as hell. I love seeing dogs. I love seeing dogs doing stupid things. It makes me feel happy. I know if I see negative information or misinformation, especially about nutrition or health and fitness, it really annoys me. And then I come away from that environment feeling like crap. And that's never good. So your social media environment is extremely important. So audit that and see how you feel. And the last environment to be aware of is your friendship circles. So when you go and spend time with friends, are they energy givers or are they energy takers? When you come back from spending time with your friends, are you like, oh man, that was a pain in the ass. All they do is moan. All they do is talk about politics. Or do you come back and you're like, oh man, that was wicked. I could spend like the whole day with that person. So you want to be just mindful. Just be mindful of how they are making you feel. Also be mindful of the activities you do with your friends. I know some of my older friends, we would be going straight to the pub, we'd be at the pub all day, and we'd be pissed as farts. So probably not brilliant. It's nice to obviously spend time with friends, but if you have certain health goals, probably not the best. Now more of my friends, I'll be going for nice lunches, we'll go for a walk, we'll get coffees with the dogs, or we're going to play paddle tennis, something like that. So that is more beneficial to me at this stage of my life than just going to the pub and getting pissed. So just be mindful of the time you spend with your friends. They do say you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So just check in with yourself. Is this true? And is this a person you want to be? If not, maybe start steering away to some new friendship groups. So they are some of the environments to be aware of to set yourself up for success. Remember, your habits will be dictated by your environment, so try and set your environment up for success as much as possible. If you have any questions, drop them below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.